We keep talking about this word risk. That word risk, what does it mean to you as far as North Korea is concerned?
Well, I think if you look at the environment that we've been in as of late, extremely low volatility. We typically get 5% pullbacks from a peak in equity markets every 2 to 3 months. If you look at the long history,
yeah,
we've now gone about a year without one. So although I do think the underpinnings for the equity market, for the equity bull market, are still in place, I do think we're vulnerable to a pullback here. And if the war of words does heat up again, certainly geopolitical concerns could be the spark for a pullback here.
Is that a reason to sell or an excuse to sell?
I don't think it's a reason to sell. The way that we're positioned currently, we began the year very bullish. We've been pulling back on equities and other risky assets as things have run up here. So we're pretty cautiously positioned now. I think if we do get, a 5 to 7% pullback, that would be a reason for us to be adding. So, unfortunately, maybe I'm not contrarian there in that, you had mentioned that a lot of people are looking for that buy on the dip, but
hey, that's worked for like the last 8 years.
Yes,
so you don't need to be contrarian,
especially when it comes to geopolitical events, it has not paid to get overly bearish in terms of geopolitical risk, because we've seen that. When you think about something like North Korea, obviously it's an issue that's difficult for markets to deal with in general, because it's one of those very high impact but low probability events that we do get something in the event. And it's also binary in nature. So I think the markets will tend to ignore it unless a threat appears like imminent.